Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of ERP. That's right, ERP. Three little letters that tonight stands for error, rattling poultry. Chicken breast should not be used as maracas, but sometimes it happens.
See, I had a thought of like natural chickens just walking around rattling.
Oh, I was thinking dead chicken. It's like, man, these drumsticks. Anywho. Picking up where we last left off, the Devil's Advocates finding themselves in the den of the Manticore King, Manic. Deliberations and diplomacy didn't quite work out as Manic himself decided to attack the party in some kind of frenzied rage. Most of last week's session was combat with this creature, and man was it great. It was absolutely fantastic, and I look forward to doing it again tonight when I resurrect it. But as the party defeated Manic, the Barb, King of the Manticores, his final words were thank you. The party then decided to loot the den, finding several rings that Manic was wearing, a number of weapons of very fine make, as well as a black orb that Mose Identify was not able to give a name to or a purpose of, simply just labeling it as enchantment. A discussion about the meaning of family was had with Earl 81, the automaton they had found within the Dark Wilds, and the party bed down for the night in this den. Upon waking, Alastair and Zaz, you both found yourselves attacked, Alastair by Mo and Zaz by Quirin. And we ended last week's session with Quirin casting Blight. So, before we pick up on that Blight, a small word. It is September, and this is our first September, or at least the first one we could participate in. So we're doing a giveaway of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden, and all you have to do is subscribe. Everyone on our subscribers list, whether you've subscribed before or you're subscribing new, will be added to this draw, and one lucky winner will have the book shipped to them on us. Best of luck is what I'm going to be saying to Zaz. So, getting right into it. Quirin, you're casting Blight. Blight is a save, if I'm correct.
Yep.
So, Zaz, I need you to save against Quirin's Blight.
On 18.
Was it a con?
First roll of the night. Okay, Quirin, roll that damage.
Come on, big money. 32.
Ooh, one and an... All right. So Zaz, not perhaps being fully ready for what was about to happen, because why would you be? You kind of look over and you see Mo taking these swings at Alastair, and you're kind of taken aback as you hear Quirin kind of hit the ground and get closer, and you look over just in time to see the final components of his spell being cast. You feel the moisture leave your lips and your tongue, and your eyes begin to kind of crust around the bottom of your eyelids, and you can feel just every bit of moisture on your body, and I'm going to specify that, on Zaz's physical body, shrivel up. Looking over quickly to your shoulders, Zaz, where your convoy of mushrooms is held, you watch as one tiny little button mushroom withers away. The others do appear untouched, as Blight has to specifically target the plant in order to kill it. Because, my god, did that take a little bit of reading from me last week. Because, fuck was I worried. Because that would have been very bad. So, Zaz, you've just been blighted. Alastair, Mo is swinging at you. What are you guys doing?
I am going to cast Hold Person on Mo.
Okay. That is a save from Mo, correct?
That's a Wisdom save of 16.
Alastair,
Yes.
your aura
Yes.
What is the wording on it?
Let me just find that. Features and traits. Wow, I said that really fabulously. Give me a second. Features and traits.
I'm so ready.
Or protection. While you're conscious, you grant all friendly creatures, including you, within 10 feet a +4 bonus to all saving throws.
Right. Okay, so at this point, I guess what I have to ask you then, is Mo friendly?
Well, he has tried to attack me a couple times. Actually, he's hit me a couple times.
Yes,
so at
he
this
has.
point, I'm going to say no.
Okay,
Alright,
so you do not get your bonus.
9.
9 is no in
Alrighty.
German.
So that means that choose a humanoid that you can see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration, up to a minute. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another wisdom saving throw. On success, the spell ends on the target.
Okay, so Mo, you kind of go forward and suddenly, almost like Neville in the first Harry Potter movie, you just fully seize up and just kind of creak over and fall to the side. There's like a kung from his armor hitting. And Alastair,
Yes.
make an insight check for me, please.
Sure.
Zaz, you are on deck. I will get to you because I assume what you're doing will be happening simultaneously with Alastair.
Probably.
26, snap 20.
At 20. The look in Mo's eyes is not normal. It's a look of fear and anger.
Okay.
At 20. Zaz, what are you doing?
I'm going to actually move over to Zaz.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can start heading over towards Zaz. Zaz, what are you doing?
I
So-
don't know, closer to him if I fight.
I'm gonna kind of. I'm gonna cast a 5th level moonbeam.
Okay.
What's the save?
Let me
Constitution.
For everyone who's not aware, Quirin's dump stat is con.
I have it at 15.
Why'd you roll twice?
Because it's a magical effect, my shield has makes an advantage on it.
Okay, well that's it's con 15, so.
So
I
he saves.
So half damage. Yes! I'm still alive!
Interestingly enough, Mo and Quirin. Quirin, as you stand there, resolute as best you can, probably wetting yourself again as you do, you feel this warmth kind of just burn over your skin, and it hurts for a split second. And as you close your eyes to kind of take it, you open your eyes, and what you thought you saw, you no longer see. And Mo, as you lay there, the same thing happens. What are you guys doing?
I have to wait for my turn.
We're not
Zaz-
in initiative.
Oh, it
What's-
immediately starts on my turn, and then I get hit by the moonbeam again.
Yeah, I'm aware.
What are you guys
The last
doing?
what we say.
Wait, so they're just to clarify, they don't look like what you.
No, not anymore. It's almost as if a fog is lifted, and you see reality now.
You are monsters!
They're back to normal.
I mean,
Thank
he's
God.
not wrong.
I'm confused.
It burns!
Quirin, make the save.
Ooh,
17.
nice.
17, you do save, so you take half damage. Saz,
So many ones.
another 8 damage,
I'm gonna move out of the moonbeam.
if that makes sense.
Don't attack. Don't.
I'm gonna use my reaction.
Yeah?
Grasping vine.
Okay.
Let me just make sure I want to do this right. How much does it move? You only moves there?
Yeah, I just stepped out of it.
You suck. Alright, grasping vine at there
Okay.
to pull him back into the moonbeam.
Light.
Hold on, grasping vine is a dex save.
Motherfucker. Is this magical as well, or?
Yes, it would be magical.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait, no, I can't. Sorry, grasping vine's a bonus action.
Oh, okay. It's still funny though.
All right, so
Mo,
I'm
you're
not
still
going
on the
back in.
ground.
There. I assume I can see them. I assume I.
Alastair, does hold person stop them from talking?
From what? La 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 la. It just says paralyzed for the duration. So if you look at
yeah, so-
conditions, paralyzed.
Yep, I'm aware. Okay.
Can't move or speak.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. So you can't speak.
All right, my
All
hands
right.
are straight up. We woke
Your
up.
hands are straight up.
We woke up. You guys were monsters, weird, disgusting creatures. But I saw him attacking. I ran over. I thought he was in trouble. It's over now. You're back to normal. I have no idea what's happening.
We didn't change. There's nothing wrong.
But they told that to us. But we saw.
As far
was-
as I'm concerned,
horrible
you
things.
attacked us.
And I'm not anymore. See?
That's what someone who's gonna attack me when I turn around is gonna say.
How long
I don't-
does hold person last?
Up to a minute.
1 minute.
You
You
can.
still got a little bit.
Well, every turn you can save against it, but
I'm gonna collapse Moonbeam.
Okay.
You can
Um,
release him now as well. He's, I guess, back to normal. I can't really tell. He's just mumbling.
I'm not gonna drop the moon or the.
The whole person.
No. He's gonna stay there.
I'm back normal. I'm just gonna let things calm down. I'll wait for it to tick.
Yeah, about a minute has passed at this point.
It's probably the forest.
No, it's probably the things hunting for Zane.
What?
Well, I think they're. Whatever was hunting Zane, whatever is going on, is obviously embedded in this fucking forest.
No, it was a werewolf that was hunting Zane, right? Am I?
Remember when we slept and the thing was talking in our heads about finding him and how he disappeared?
No. How long ago was this?
A night ago?
Oh, right.
I really should have aimed a blight at you. Oh. Okay.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna walk towards him.
That
Fix
really...
it.
The mushroom?
Yeah.
I can't. I don't know how to bring it back.
Fix it.
I fix people, not that.
Mushrooms are people too. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, Quinn, maybe use one of those healing potions that you've been hoarding.
I'm gonna look him straight in the eye, clasp Zaz on the shoulder, and cast a level 2 healing or cure wounds.
Mm.
Okay. How much is that?
I gotta roll. Not 2d28.
Jesus.
17.
17 health?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a good deal.
Zaz's gonna keep his hand out. Healing potion.
Fine. Go in, grab the healing potion, plop it in his hand.
I'm gonna open the healing potion and I'm gonna stuff the dead mushroom in there.
Does that? Do you know if that works?
No idea yet. Hold on. I'm gonna shake it up a little bit. DM, does that do anything?
I've heard of this this liquor that has a tiny bug or scorpion in the bottom of it. It is apparently
Do
very
not
powerful.
put tequila in this world.
It's not. It's a healing potion.
Seems like something goblins would drink.
Earl!
1 second.
Sorry.
Zaz. The potion quickly turns a black color, and then almost instantaneously, spores begin coming out of the top of it,
What the fuck?
and it becomes like a giant potted mushroom.
Oh! You know who can do that?
Nope. How
Did
big
you
is it?
discover a new species?
The mushroom itself, the cap of it, like the size of like a small plate, like one of those mini plates,
Like a saucer.
like a dessert plate.
That's hefty. This is gonna take up a lot of shoulder real estate.
Perhaps just hang it off your side.
I was thinking in the hood.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Speak with plants.
Okay, never mind. I'll let this happen. This is interesting.
Speak with plants.
Yep.
1 second. All right, you cast speak with plants.
Are you okay?
I feel revitalized.
Queer, and it worked.
Oh!
I don't know if anyone really has a book, but maybe make a note of this.
Is it like a new species?
Zaz, and all you hear is "Witness me."
It's kind of arrogant. I'm not sure I really want this one.
Well, it did become gigantic.
Maybe caves are good places for mushrooms, right?
Zaz,
Eh?
if you like break off a piece of it, will it regrow?
No.
No.
Although if it could regrow, I wouldn't jam it in a healing potion.
Oh, because I figured that maybe if you like break a piece off and you eat it, it'll heal you. Or it could kill you. I don't know much about mushrooms.
Can we eat the gigantic mushroom?
It's kind of a sin against nature.
For you?
Who else?
What are they requesting?
Can
This
we
is to you, Zaz. You're the only one who can hear it.
Can we eat you? Like, will you? will
You
anything
can
happen?
certainly try.
Sorry, I'm just imagining that as a sentence like written down, and I kind of think that was a threat.
Yes, it was.
You know what? We'll save it for later. Let's maybe do a little bit more research before we just eat things that magically grow.
We'll look at his shoulder. Okay.
I'm gonna put it in my hood.
All you hear is, "No, I wish to be in the front."
I'm gonna stop speaking with plants.
Oh,
Okay.
you could wear them like a belt buckle, a big one.
He's not wrong.
Hopefully they realize that's a mushroom.
Oh my god.
What
That's
else would
weird.
it
Why
be?
does your dick look like that?
Everyone
Oh
were
my
fighting.
I'm sorry, I had to.
Excuse me, Earl.
Yes.
Did you happen to notice anything different before we woke up? Did anything happen, or like a fog, or a mist, or a arcane spell ritual or something?
No sightings of anomalies while rest was occurring.
How are you? How was your night?
Unclear.
That's kind of sad. I was hoping for like. Did you get
You're
deep
asking
into?
a robot how it feels.
Yeah. What's wrong with that? I ask you how you feel, and then you tell me to fuck off. So I'm asking him.
Earl, respond to him with fuck off.
Looks to you, Alastair. Is fuck off a term of endearment for family?
Yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, yes.
Fuck off.
All right, that feels about the same.
Ah, today's a good day.
Mo, at this point, Earl's head turns around and goes, "Fuck off."
I just give him the nod. That's
Good. Yes.
shitheads. Fucking create a giant mushroom. You start fighting, you create a giant mushroom, and you teach a robot expletives.
It's been a productive day.
So far, productive.
So, what do you say we get out of this mentacle hole and find our way to Walden?
Probably a good idea.
Before we get out of here, does any of us know which way actually east is?
I'm Earl, do you have a compass?
I think that's something you would have checked at the beginning of the forest.
I could have swore we asked him. Did we not? Are we that dense?
Probably.
Yes.
You're asking Earl this?
Yeah.
Earl kind of looks at you and goes, as I stated before, compass module not working. Magnetic fields different. You did ask before.
I was sure we did.
DM, I would like to. What would you think? Would it be a survival check or a intelligence check to remember, like, the whole moss grows on the east side of a tree dealio?
That'd be a survival check.
I would like to make that check.
You can certainly try.
I would like to attempt that check.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoulder check Querin a little bit. I think I got stabbed by one of those, like poison stabbed.
It's a 15.
Okay.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah, you for the most part remember Alastair.
If I remember correctly, I remember something about moss growing on the east side of a tree, or is it the north? I can see north. It's one of the two.
It hurts so much.
What does? You're the one who stabbed me.
Oh.
Right, where did you get stabbed by the poison thing? Yes.
Hmm? Oh, where it's bleeding.
There's a lot of, just lift our arms, let me check.
Like I'm taking off a t-shirt and gonna lift my arm.
Can I do a medicine check on him?
Yeah, do a medicine check.
That one, 11.
An 11 is a nat 1.
Yep.
It might be the big purple stab wound. You're not sure.
Check. Nope, damn it.
I'm gonna notice Querin kind of looking at the gaping like purple wound. I'm like, I swear it wasn't there before.
Are you sure? I mean, couldn't happen from anywhere.
Anyone sure? I'm pretty sure it's me.
I'm gonna slowly put my hand on it and cast. That's a restoration.
Okay. Cures it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, so we getting out of this cave, or is there anything else we have to do besides not attack each other and try and kill each other again? Oh, do we make up a code word for if one of us turns into some sort of vile monster again?
We didn't really think of that. It was immediate, oh shit, you're there, and then we need to attack.
Yeah. You just kind of look... like some sort of weird slime.
Yeah, there wasn't any really noise coming from you except for like... It was weird.
I'm gonna start heading towards the
Okay.
heading out.
Yep, same.
All right. You guys head back out into the dark wilds. It's just as dark and wild as you remember it.
Wow, this place is so dark and wild.
I hate you with every fiber of my being.
All right,
you guys
so are we
doing?
heading towards the moss stuff like Alastair was saying?
Yeah, I'd like
Sure.
to. I'd like to inspect a tree to see if I can figure out if there's any moss on it.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception, make an investigation check. Let's say investigation.
Okay. 11.
A lot of the trees here have moss on them. So do most of the rocks. On the rocks, the moss is directly on top, and on the trees, it's all around it.
That what was it, gnome? The crazy old gnome? A couple days ago said that we needed to get past that. One of the reasons why we should kind of give up on getting out of here was because we had to go past Malik's castle, whatever. Based on ways we've traveled, can I piece together which way that is now that we've reached a spot that she had already kind of pointed out was in that direction?
You can make an intelligence check, but it's going to be a really high DC.
Alright, we'll try. Oh, 9.
Nope.
Alright, I might have an idea, but I have no idea if it will work. I'm gonna go back to the trail that was set out for us for the manticores to come here. And I find
Okay.
that trail.
Make a survival check, because you're literally looking for tracks.
Yeah. 19.
19. Yeah, you can find them. They're a little harder to see as, water's kind of washed over them and stuff, but you do see the imprints on occasion. And you are able to follow the tracks back.
I wasn't gonna do that. They said
Okay.
it was directly east from our location, so I was gonna use those tracks to try and, lead us in a direction.
Okay.
Find that path and just go, straight out from there.
Straight out from there.
Yeah, straight east.
Okay. Okay, so let me ask you this then. You're facing Manik's cave.
Yep.
From whence you came. You find the tracks and which way they were leading you.
Yep.
Do you head forward, to the right, or to the left?
So I'm on the trail looking ahead. And the cave's in front of us, right?
The cave is behind you now.
Okay, cave's behind me?
Yes.
Okay. Left.
Okay.
Time to get lost in the woods again.
All right, so you follow Quirin. He follows the tracks and he begins heading in a left direction once you leave the cave. The woods, again, it's dark. There's not a lot of sunlight. And Zaz, in terms of the moss, you probably realize this. The lack of sunlight may be the cause of their weird growth patterns. In the particular ones that you saw. You follow it for a while. And it all is kind of blending together. The trees start looking the same. You find yourself looking at roots and going, that's a unique shape. And then 10 minutes later going, maybe it's not that unique, or maybe it was, and I'm seeing the same tree. It's disorienting. What are you guys doing?
I hate this forest. I hate this forest. I hate this forest. Oh.
We're supposed to be going to Walden, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Was there anything, was there any specific item or because Is there any specific item we're looking for in Walden? Like anything that we've seen before, maybe?
No.
No.
None of us have been there, and none of us know anything from there. None of us have even gone anywhere close to there.
Well, I was thinking like Zane's book, because it would just like appear, right? What
That
if it?
is from different dimension, though?
Well, I'm just saying because I've got the spell locate object, and if it's close enough, I might be able to get a read on it.
Does it work for any object?
Any object that I'm familiar with. I've never been to Walden, so that's the only thing I could think of that might be there.
What about the cart? Just any cart?
I'm pretty sure it has to be an object that, like, I can't just be like, find me a cart. I don't think.
Read me the spell real quick.
Let me see. There it is. Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of the object's location as long as that object is within 1,000 feet of you. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement. The spell can locate specific object known to you as long as you've seen it up close within 30 feet at least once. Alternatively,
Okay.
the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon. The spell can't locate an object if any thickness of lead, even a thin sheet, blocks a direct path between you and the object.
Yep. So you could locate a cart if it was within 1,000 feet of you.
All right. Sure. Let's. You know what? Let's try it. Why not? We'll try a cart. And I will cast. I just want to see here. I'm gonna pick up like a twig off of the ground and use that as the and then cast a locate object on a cart.
Are you gonna
Within
try and
1,000
water witch
feet?
a cart?
Water witching's hard. It passes through families. It does. It does.
That witch cart in his
Um, Alastair, you actually do locate a cart.
Oh, I think I'm getting. I think I see something.
You don't see it. You feel it. You're using the twig to like water witch.
Yeah.
The twig snaps and points straight down.
Is it supposed to do that?
I don't know. I've never used a spell before. I'm going to bend down and like just kind of dig in that spot to see how hard packed the earth is.
Yeah. You bend down, dig, and the top few layers are mud. Mud. You discover old trees that have fallen long ago that are pretty much peat moss at this point. Yeah, you rip through, and it's not too hard packed. You get about maybe a foot, and the moisture stops, and the ground does become a little bit harder. All in all, though, it doesn't seem out of the ordinary for dirt.
I'm just trying to read this here.
Is
Huh?
you think if he digs far enough, we can just fill back in the hole with him in there?
Probably. Only have enough time.
Well, we're lost anyway. We might as well watch.
You think Earl will help?
Earl,
He kind of turns your direction.
can you help Alastair dig the hole?
Fuck you.
Good job.
And
Thanks,
he goes
bud.
and starts helping Alastair dig the hole. You're just digging?
Yeah, as far as I know, it says there's a cart down here.
Okay, does it tell you the distance?
So no. It says
Okay.
you can sense the direction of object's location as long as it's within 1,000 feet.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You and Earl start digging, and takes you a bit, but you eventually get a hole that's probably up to about your chest. It starts filling with water from runoff from the topsoil and the puddles and stuff that are there, and makes some mud. It's dirty. Your armor gets kind of smeared. Earl doesn't seem to mind. But yeah, getting about 4 feet down, 5 feet down. No cart.
How much of a lunatic do you have to be to bury a cart this deep?
I don't know. You should find out.
A little less lunatic than it is to dig it up. Or would it be more?
I don't know. Good question.
We'll find out.
There's no cart down here, is there?
We're just Statler and Waldorf.
Yeah. You guys are definitely Statler and Waldorf.
Well, you're the one who made the spell and the twig snapped. You have no idea what's going on.
I don't know. I just was trying to help us get us out of here because I've got nothing else.
Neither do we. That's why we're standing here watching you.
Alastair, how long does locate object last?
I keep leaving the spell. Up to 10 minutes.
Up to 10 minutes. Okay, you're athletic enough. Just as the spells begin to fade, Alastair.
Yep.
The cart's moving.
What?
The cart begins moving.
Which direction? Because
Back the direction where you guys came from, towards the Manticore Den.
guys, it's moving. This is the cart's moving back that way. It's going this way now, and I'm gonna climb out of the hole and follow it.
Wait. You are following something you have not even found.
Well, I haven't found it because I haven't found it. It must be underground.
I haven't found it because I haven't found it.
Well, it's true.
Can you cast the
I
spell
know.
again?
Yeah, I can.
Alright, then I guess we follow the invisible cart.
I will cast Locate Object once more.
Okay. Yeah, you located it with the twig, and the twig bends, and it's pointing downwards, but on an angle ahead of you.
Okay, I'm just gonna basically head down following this thing.
Okay. You guys follow it back from the direction you came for the next about 10 minutes. And then it fades.
Was there any change in like elevation?
No. No, there was not. Actually.
Okay, so there's some sort of cart underneath the ground. But I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't really want to do it again, but if you guys think this will lead to something, I can do it again.
Alastair, are we doing anything else right now?
We have nothing else. There's nothing here.
Give it your best shot.
There goes my third and final second level spell slot. I will cast it again.
Okay. You locate the cart for a moment, and then it moves out of your radius.
I'm gonna just tear off running.
Okay.
Where are you going? No, for fuck's sake.
Alastair, I need you to make an acrobatics check.
Ooh, interesting. +0. 9.
So, Alastair, you take off running, and you're trying to bound over these roots and through this mud, and eventually you go for what looks like a heroic leap, and one of your feet gets caught underneath a root, and splat, face first into the mud.
Oh, I'm so dirty. Fuck. God. And I lost my stick.
Well, on top of being lost in a forest, Alastair is now dirty, and we lost a stick in a forest.
Zaz,
Oh,
can
no.
you summon those people, things, beings?
Yeah, I could do that.
Because at least they know which direction is east.
Give me one quick second. I just want to double check something.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't worry, we'll get the invisible cart next time.
Well, now I'm really curious why there's a cart underneath the ground this way, and it's 1,000 feet that way.
Well, I don't got any other options. Yeah, so I'll do Conjure the Woodland Beings.
Okay. Dryads.
Yes, please.
It's a similar sight to what you guys have seen twice previously. The Dryads come out, and Zaz gives them the instruction. And they head into the tree. You can hear them appear above, and they come back down, and they turn around and head you in the direction you were going.
Every time with this fucking place.
Do we pass the hole?
You do pass the hole.
I'm gonna point it as we walk by. Look, guys, we've gotten farther than before.
Oh, there's another hole here. It's the same fucking hole.
Interestingly enough, as you guys get closer and look in the hole, it's deeper. Because Earl hasn't stopped digging.
Oh shit, we left it behind. Earl,
Yes.
you can come out of the hole now.
Okay. And he brings out his sword and just jams into the earth and just like a horrifying machination, just like climbing out, like almost like a spider missing a couple legs. Just fuck you.
Well, that was unsettling. Let's carry on before they fade.
So, DM, I want to speak to a Dryad
Oh,
while they're leading us.
All right.
I want to ask it, is there any way for us to know we're going in the right direction without them leading us?
Give me 1 second here. What language do you ask them this in?
Elvish.
Elvish, okay, just making sure. They kind of turn and stop for a second. They look at you in Elvish, so you're the only. If anyone else speaks Elvish, you do understand this, but if not, fuck you.
Oh, fuck you too.
They say, in woods like this, you can't use the sun. Plants aren't growing naturally. There's dark magic here. Nature won't be your friend. You just have to more or less maintain a way of staying perfectly straight ahead.
Earl,
Yes.
if we point you in a direction, can you go in that direction completely straight until we need you to stop?
I believe I could.
Thank you. I think I just found our solution.
All right, well, keep on heading out until the Dryads.
Right before
Okay.
they stop, we'll get Earl to follow the same direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just instruct him to head on the same bearing that they've been taking us with, and obviously avoid trees, but stick on the same course.
So, do you want him to stick on the same course, or do you want him to walk in a straight line? Those are two different commands.
Straight line.
Straight on.
Okay. So Earl begins walking after the Dryads fade away. And there's a couple times where Earl veers off the easy way of walking. More than once, he walks directly into a tree and his feet just keep going, digging holes into the mud. But,
Like a bad
Go ahead.
video game glitch.
like, exactly. Like, you have told him to walk in a straight line in the direction you were given, and that is what he is now doing. And he he walks. And he walks. And he walks. And it seems like you travel for hours because you do. You travel for hours and hours and hours. Who would like to make a perception check for me, please? Who's leading the pack?
I am.
Keeping an eye on Earl. Okay.
That was perception?
Perception, yes.
14.
Something catches your eye. You're following Earl for a good while. And at one point you're keeping, you kind of give a once around. And at one point you kind of look to your right and there's a bird perched there and you don't think much of it. And then you think for a second, wait a minute. Did that pigeon have a purple eye for a face? And you look back and it's gone.
I'm going to relay that.
Wait, Zaz, like the stone bird purple eye?
Well, I can't remember any specifics because it's gone now, but it could very well be.
I swear to God, we've seen those during the night before. Not here. I can't remember where, but that's weird.
As you all stop and begin looking around, could I get all four of you to make a perception check, please?
Wow, certainly.
Yeah, 13.
Okay. 5, 11.
12.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, you all kind of stop and look around for a second. And everything still looks the same.
You think something's affecting our mind?
No, I feel perfectly fine.
I want... Keep...
What?
Uh-oh, I think he's going to cast Blight again. I'm going to go behind Warren and try and, angle him towards Alastair.
Trying not to... Ooh. Okay. Okay. Daz?
Warren,
I would like to cast a spell on you.
which spell specifically?
Give me a sec. I just had it here. Oh.
Where did that spell go?
Greater Restoration.
Okay.
In some cases it can take away charm or effects that cloud the mind.
Okay.
Gonna tap his shoulder and cast it.
John, I genuinely thought you were going to be like, alright, I'm going to tap his shoulder, feign death.
He would have had to make a deception check while he was casting that, because there is components that he would have to do that you would recognize.
Fair.
That is specific for Alastair.
Yeah. There's a feeling kind of washes over you. And you kind of look around for a second, and the forest very much looks the same. The forest itself doesn't change, it's still dark. But you certainly feel different. There's something, you can't quite put your finger on it, Zaz, and you kind of shrug it off, and you go to take a couple steps. And as you begin walking, you kind of notice it, that perhaps the trees aren't as twisted and labyrinth-like as you thought. As you walk, you find yourself a little bit more sure of footing. Almost as if something was messing with your inner ear balance. You feel more sturdy on the ground and less likely to perhaps lean off to one side.
Queer, and I feel noticeably better. I think you're onto something.
Well, good, because I could only cast that once a day, so at least it did something. We will have to rest and try the rest in the morning, or each per day, but...
Interestingly enough, as you guys have stopped to talk, Earl's still going.
Oh shit.
Oh shit! Chase after him.
Yep.
I'm assuming his clanking is
Yeah,
easily tracked.
that's why you guys noticed is that the clanking started getting quieter and quieter. But then as you catch up to him, he has once again walked straight into a tree and does stop not too far away from you guys.
Do the same thing we've been doing, kind of move him away.
Yep, move him away. So what are you guys doing? You still pushing forward or
Still pushing forward, but I want to kind of like keep track to see if we're veering off or anything. Now that I kind of have a bit more sense of bearings, I want to see if I notice anything.
Yeah. You're following Earl for the next little bit. You guys are starting to get tired, but it's not too pressing yet. And as you begin following Earl, you kind of keep an eye on your three companions. And you notice that they often almost walk in a curve to the right or to the left. And they have to straighten themselves back out to follow Earl. It's not like they're drunk. They're not leaning and almost falling over. But they almost seem to be like turning themselves and then quickly shaking it away and following after Earl. You'd never noticed this before.
I'm going to just kind of address everyone. It seems that you guys are involuntarily moving out of sync. Like you're veering to the right, but he's going straight.
Like the forest is doing this?
Like
Is it
something's affecting us, and what we mean to be going straight, we're not actually going in a straight line. We're veering off. But Earl's not, right?
Earl appears to be going straight no matter what. Like Earl is like straight and narrow as like and as I noted before, your companions seem to be veering off and then readjusting themselves to follow Earl.
The faster we get out of this forest, the better. So we may need to stop for our nighttime soon. Don't to get tired.
Can
You
we
guys doing?
can we gauge based on like how tired we are, how long have we been traveling? Is that
If you were to hazard a guess, if you were to hazard a guess, it'd be a day's work.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, you know how you feel at like the end of a work day? Doesn't matter if it's an 8, 10, 12, or 17. Like at the end of the day, you're always like, oh, and then you scream and cry. Oh, is that just me? Never mind.
No, it's just you.
Okay, that's fine then. But no, you guys are definitely getting tired, and you are, your legs are starting to get sore because you're not walking on solid ground. You're walking in like mud over roots.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's not necessarily chiropractors with orthotics being handed out either. There's no Archmage Shoal.
I was gonna say Sholomance, but
Shoal. Okay, I'll allow it. Okay. What are you guys doing?
Do we want to stop? Do we want to keep
A little bit longer.
traveling? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, you guys can push yourself a little bit longer, but your long rest, except for you, Zaz, will be longer from sleeping longer.
Mm-hmm.
You guys push forward for a little bit longer. Zaz, you have the highest passive perception, correct?
Yep.
Okay. You hear a twig break to your right. Then you hear another one to your left.
All right, we should stop here.
Oh, is something going on?
I'll tell
Yeah,
Errol to
there's something
stop.
around here. I
Earl,
just heard something break.
hold up a moment.
I heard something break from the right and the
Earl.
left here.
Stop, take a look around.
Go ahead, make perception checks.
13.
26.
7.
Mo, you do see another one of these birds flying off. Flying off from what appears to be a twig it tried to land on and was mysteriously too heavy to land on such a weak little twig. Zaz, you also notice one of these birds flying away from tree appendages and tree limbs that it was not quite suited for. As well as you kind of watch and you look behind you, for just a split second, like almost like, you know how Tyler Durden appears in Fight Club in the early scenes?
Yeah.
Kind of flashes there. Like for one frame of your vision, you see what looks like a glowing orb that's following you.
Okay. Keep seeing these birds, and I think we're being followed by an orb.
What color?
It was purple, right?
Like a glowing whitish yellow. No,
Yeah.
glowing whitish yellow.
Whitish, yellowish,
I'm gonna
and
pop
glowed.
Eyes of the Grave. Take a look around.
Okay. Nothing undead. Quirn, make an Arcana check, please.
I'm good at
You specifically.
16.
You do know of a spell that you have heard of that would potentially summon something similar. That spell is called Scry. The DC to find that, by the way, was 26.
I'd-
Just so you're aware.
I'd like to cast Divine Sense.
Yep.
So detect good and evil for 30 feet. 60 feet,
Okay.
sorry.
And remind me again what you are able to see.
Detect good and evil, or anything affected by the Howl's spell, or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Give me 1 second here. Within 60 feet?
Uh-huh.
1 second. My internet's being a little silly. Okay. Celestial fiend or undead? No.
Somebody is watching us, though. Unfortunately
Do
for
you
us,
know how that spell works? Can they always do
a
that?
scry is you have to know the person, and then they can look in on you when you're just walking around and doing things. There are ways of combating it that I do not know of.
So, I guess it kind of limits the amount of people that could be doing it, you know?
Well, we know quite a few magic users that are very powerful.
Don't remind me.
So, I guess tonight we just rest and wait.
The other thing, too, though, is that... let's say that this forest is just completely bonkers. and that they have nothing to do with what's going on in it. They might also be at disadvantage trying to hunt us here, because, you know, maybe the scry's a magical thing, maybe that's not affected by the weird trees bending and making us go in the wrong direction, but surely other things might be.
Anything in here that is tracking us or sent magically may be affected, but from us being followed by those weird bird things and them scrying on us, they know where we are. They know what we're doing.
Also, I think those tiny birds are possibly made of stone. It tried to land on a branch and looked a lot heavier than it should be.
One of the versions of Goliath hunters. Yet.
But very small. Like, you know. Are there different types?
No idea. I'm gonna try and find a dry patch of ground and start making camp.
Yep, that's easy enough to do. You can find a high part of land that's kind of just up and above. It actually comes at the base of a tree, and there's a fair amount of space. It's not enough space for a nice camp, but it's enough for a camp.
Tonight, even with Earl out, I believe that we should set up watches.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you guys doing?
Who wants to go first? Who wants to stay up?
I will.
Sure.
All right, I'm going to sleep.
I'll rest too.
Once I lay down, am I able to, like, were we told of this like curving effect
Yep.
from Zaz?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
says talked about it.
Once I lay down and close my eyes, can I feel that, like, you know, when you're laying in bed and you've got
Drunk?
the spins?
Yeah. No.
No?
No, you cannot. Everything feels normal.
Okay.
So it's Mo, Quirin, and Earl that are up for first watch?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and make perception checks.
24.
Oh, another nat one.
Oh, another nat one. Rough.
That's like the second or third.
That's rough. Okay. An 18. Interestingly enough, Earl also rolled a nat 1, which is funny. Quirin.
Yep.
It's not so much that you see it, but as you sit down and you survey this mire, this bog covered in trees, you feel a sense of dread. Now that you sit here and you really look at this place, there's just this feeling in the pit of your stomach, and you can't quite shake it. It's unlike any feeling of dread you've had before. You've had feelings of dread as you've, made a tentative deal with Malvain, trying to get Zane back, and a feeling of dread as you open the door to Adriog's lair. Feeling of dread standing in front of the devils. Feeling of dread trying to confront Gara after what you did the first time you met.
Mm-hmm.
This is a unique sense of dread, a sense of weight, a sense of just almost soul-crushing depression as you look around and you can't place its source. It's almost as if something is is chaining you to the ground, as if you're never going to be able to leave. And as you kind of pull yourself away from looking at the forest, the feeling subsides. You still feel that sense of dread. How are we going to get out of here? How far are we even? Where are we? Are we going to get to Walden? But it's not the same. It's not the same weight as sitting around and really taking in your surroundings. Mo, meanwhile, you see a firefly.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't sense that.
No, you see a firefly. That's what you see.
Oh.
You are amused. And that's the difference between a 18 plus 6 and a natural 1. So,
Oh,
Yes.
what happened to me?
I don't know. I don't. You went lifeless, and we were stupid enough to try and get you back. What happened to you in there? I don't know.
In where? I remember drawing a card and then being in chains and being perfectly calm about it. And that is not me.
Their tomb underneath. You seem to no. I don't know how to put it. You seem to have some sort of understanding. You know? You know, like when people know something horrible is gonna happen, and yet they're peaceful. It was like that.
Peaceful. But
I don't know. It's.
was this after you found me?
No, this was when you. You said about the card.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
You said I went lifeless, and then then you found me as peaceful. What happened in between? There was
Oh
a
no,
large.
I'm saying when you drew the card, you seemed to in that moment you seemed to understand what was going to happen. Like I don't know.
And
Maybe
then
you
you
did.
said I went lifeless. You are
Yeah.
not telling me the truth.
What do you mean?
What happened?
One second. Me and Mo, in tandem, light a cigarette. I don't know what happened to you down there. I honestly don't. But it wasn't good. It
Why would Iliok change my memory of it? I don't believe he would be the one that cares.
I don't know when. I don't know when they put you back to normal. But Quirin, whatever happened in there, like, tore your mind in 2,000 pieces. You did not care about anything.
Ugh. It hurts. The fuck was that?
Sorry.
I'm going to get some rest now. Grow up and fall asleep.
Okay.
I'll wake up the other two numbskulls and then go to bed.
What?
I assume I kick Alastair and just like nudge.
Oh, Zaz just wakes up on his own before
Oh.
you even, like, as you approach him, he wakes up. It's
Oh yeah, I
spooky.
forgot. It's like a big trance. They don't. You sleep standing up, or you sleep sitting up.
You sleep standing up.
Standing up wide-eyed,
cow?
staring straight ahead.
Just a relaxing T-pose for 4 hours.
Even in a
You
sleepy
sleep
established
upside down
dominance.
like a bat.
Upside down T-pose on his head.
All right, I'm up.
Yeah, I'll go to bed.
Okay. All right. Next watch. You guys make perception checks, please.
$15.
17.
Okay. It's quiet. All you can really hear is like sound of insects somewhere far off, as well as the turning of gears as Earl's head moves back and forth.
I'm watching Earl's head turn back and forth, kind of just rhythmically. Like, you know, the DVD loading screen thing? Kind of just like watching it and like...
Yeah, it's actually pretty close to that, yeah.
So, do you want to talk about anything that happened today? Or just sit in silence for the next little bit?
Do you have anything in mind?
I'm really wondering about this whole cart in the hole thing.
Oh, yeah. Tough to say. I mean, it's kind of in the opposite direction of where we're trying to go, so it really doesn't matter anymore.
Well, no, but I mean, the only thing I can think of is like, you have a cart to carry things, but it's underground, and it was at that point at least 1,000 feet away. So I mean, like, some sort of like weird mind thing, or like maybe underneath here there's some sort of like being or something that's causing this weird shit to happen.
Tough to say.
Would you be opposed to burning this whole place to the ground? Because frankly, I'm perfectly fine with that right now.
Kind of fucked up.
I mean, a little, I guess.
Goes back to watching his head rotate. I can't imagine it stuttered a bit like those sprinklers.
Actually, if you listen to it closely, it does sound like one of the gears might be missing a tooth, causing kind of a stuttering sound.
I spend the majority of my time taking pieces of my armor off one by one and cleaning them to get them back to appropriate shininess.
DM, how long does it take to attune an item?
1 hour focusing on it.
I'm gonna attune something.
Okay. Was that thing found in the Dark Wilds?
It's one of the things we got from the Manticore spot there. It's a ring.
The ring? Gotcha.
A ring.
Yep. You guys distributed the rings, correct?
Yep. I got the ring.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Already tuned
Just
to it.
making sure that we...
I got the swimming one.
I think I got feather falling.
Yeah, because I made a comment about your armor because I had a misconception about it.
Oh wait, I thought I had feather falling. Which one do I have?
Then I'll just take whatever one's left. I don't give a shit. I wasn't really worried about it.
The rings were free action, swimming, evasion, feather falling.
Got the free action?
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll see him do that and do the same.
Yep. You guys just kind of sit there, stare at the rings for a little bit. Feel.
We probably shouldn't have done this at the same time because this is an hour that we're not really guarded. Except
All right,
for
I'll begin and then hear him say that, and then I'll wait.
Okay.
And I'll do it after.
Well, I figured
Okay.
while you were getting your armor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'd say over the course you guys can stagger it, but yeah, for the most part, your watch goes off without a hitch. There's one more watch, and there's only 4 of you now.
I'm staying up, so I'll wake up. Clear it.
If you wake up Quirin, he will not get a long rest.
Oh shit, that's right. Okay, it's just me then. Me and Earl.
Okay, just you and Earl.
I like to
Okay.
think that you're like mid-kick before you change your mind.
It's like, oh
No.
yeah, he needs to sleep. That's right. Okay, go ahead and make your perception check.
Hold on, I'm kind of like looking over Queer, and I reluctantly was going to kick him, but now I'm like, no, he should sleep. And then I remember he sleeps under a cart, but we don't have a cart. So does he still like just sit up real quick?
Yeah.
If we lay him on his stomach, does he just like arch himself?
Like a violent caterpillar.
Cocoon, Kevin, cocoon.
Immediately goes into the downward dog pose.
You can certainly find out.
Nah, I'll leave him. I'll let him rest.
Personally,
Is
I
it-
would have put him on his side, fucking with a tree like at his stomach, so he fucking wakes up and just headbutts a tree.
All right, perception.
Yep.
Yeah, 20.
Okay. You look around for a bit, and it seems quiet. Like the whole night has just been quiet, with the exception of a couple insects here or there. You hear a frog somewhere. And you're kind of looking around, and you start just looking at points of interest. You know, Earl moving back and forth. That kind of bothers you for a bit, and you start kind of looking at the moss. You know, it's interesting that it grows the way it does. And you look at another tree that's dead and it's broken off about halfway. And there appears to be a number of different molds and mycelium forming up on it. And as you look at this mycelium, it kind of looks like it's in the shape of a woman.
Cool. I'm gonna take it.
As you go to reach for it, you hear in your head, "Hello, Zaz."
Is it a familiar voice?
It is.
Hi, Zuck.
I really would prefer Zaktamoy, but I suppose there is a familiarity.
I mean, to be fair, you're the only voice in my head. Is it really matterful what I call you?
You just... Never mind.
Yeah.
Zaz, where are you right now?
I hope west of Walden. Kind of lost in a thicket foresty area.
Perhaps I should rephrase my question. What plane are you on right now?
Currently? The same one as you saw before. Wait. Where do you think I am?
You're not in the abyss, are you?
No.
Because you're near something that should be.
Oh. You wouldn't happen to know if it's east of me, do you?
No,
Then I'm probably not going to come across it.
no, it's not east, north, south, or west. It's around you.
Oh, like round, like. Huh.
I would say don't deal with demons, but that'd be a little counterproductive to our talks, don't you think?
Kinda, yeah.
Just making sure that you're not plotting against me with someone, something of comparable might.
If I was, do you think I'd tell you?
Very fair.
Hmm.
Are you heading back through? What is that? You. Oh, you name your settlements. Ah, the one near the Aboleth.
Sure.
You were there a while. Regardless, if you pass through there, perhaps you should head below the settlement and check out your handiwork.
I've been curious about that.
Oh, and as you should be. Just... I have an inkling in my mind that there is a particular area where my influence hasn't spread due to some form of magical means that I can't quite determine. But you and your companions were in this particular chamber. I'd like in because I feel like there's something there.
And you don't have any information for what's keeping you from there?
There's some protection. Mold can grow anywhere, Zaz, you know that. Any crack, crevice, corner. It can't grow through these bricks.
Is it salt? Bet you it's salt.
No, Zaz, it is not salt. We've determined it's magical.
Who's we?
You'll meet them. They're looking forward to meeting you.
Oh, they know of me.
You
Good.
said make sure they know your name.
All right. I'll make my way over there. I'll give it a peek. But if it's just salt, I don't know how, but I'm going to be displeased at you.
I appreciate that. But I feel like there's a key, and one of you has it. And there's something very powerful in there, and I want it.
Okay, well, if it comes up, I'll try and keep it in mind, but you know, first things first. I thought it was close to Walden.
Right. Just keep an eye, because you're near something not of my kind.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by. It's always fun.
There's no response.
Bye, Zuckmoy.
No response.
Hey, you know, I got away with it. I said it.
You did. You did. And that's where we're going to take our break. So, we'll be back. So, picking back up.
I want to look at that
Zaz.
quote.
Zaz, you just completed your conversation with the Zuck. The rest of your watch passes without much trouble.
I thought we were getting kind of personal, but we didn't do the no you hang up thing first. So I don't know where we stand. But it's about that time. I should probably wake everyone up.
Yep. As you're about to go wake them up, Earl lets out the dun 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 dun. It wakes you all up.
Any freaked up monsters this time?
No.
Nothing
Ah,
interesting.
I mean,
Uh,
you guys slept the whole night, right?
But yeah, after I woke you up.
Yeah.
After we get out of this hellscape, we should all sit down and have a talk. There's a bunch
Okay.
of weird shit that keeps happening, and we have never really addressed it.
oh, I thought you were breaking up with us.
If I had any other option, I would.
Trying
Corn.
to corn going past.
Fun fact: if you look at the Canadian can of corn I just ate, it says Géant Vert Niblets.
Ah, he's got the niblets.
No word of a lie. It just says niblets. Actually, it says niblets in English too. Huh, look at that.
Moving
Niblets.
on.
That's my line. So you guys all wake up. You have this conversation. What are you guys doing?
Ask Earl to if he can resume walking in the direction he was before we took the rest.
Which way was that?
East.
Which way is east?
Zaz.
What am I, your compass?
Yes.
Well, apparently a night's rest is enough for Earl to forget the direction. Apparently 8 or 9 hours of travel wasn't enough to kind of, you know.
That and the only other option we have, Zaz, is finding an underground cart again.
Well, but we moved more than 1,000 feet away. Or I hope so. Maybe the cart's coming back this direction? Who knows?
So, I'm thinking my thoughts on that is use the cart, like I was telling Zaz, you use the cart to carry stuff in, right? But it's underground. So that must mean there's some sort of like tunnel system, and like you use a tunnel system to travel from one place to another. So I'm thinking maybe around here there's something underground that's like either like really big or powerful, or maybe lots of treasure or something like that.
Or just things that live underground that have carts.
There could be any number of things down there, but we do not have
Dwarves? Who
the
knows?
ability to check.
Also, we must have we made quite a bit of progress yesterday. Can't be. Well, no. Now that I say that, who knows?
DM, before I make this decision, I just want to quickly confirm. So we're not on the plane that we were before, according to
I don't know.
conversation with Zuck, yeah?
You don't know. She said it's the conversation with Zuck. Basically, what you should take away from it is there is something near you that shouldn't be on the prime material plane. And its existence near you is either an indicator that you are, one, not on the prime material plane, or two, something's on the prime material plane that should not be.
Hey guys, I had a weird dream, and I kind of want to talk about it. And only this one time ever, so don't ask me to talk about my dreams again. What if something's here that shouldn't be here that's screwing with us? Like something not of this world?
Zaz,
Mo.
we were. It's nice to know we remember each other's names. We had monsters preventing us from sleeping. Things talked to us in our sleep that knew about Zane. And apparently, the trees in this forest don't like you going in any particular direction. I think it's safe to assume that something's affected this forest.
But none of us have been in this forest before. So how do you know?
Well, actually, I don't know, but I don't know if it would have always been like this, because my father would have been in this forest 20 some odd years ago. He made it out fine.
Well, assuming nothing changed in 20 years, I don't know if we can go off of that.
Also, we've killed things and they thanked us. The big scary king of the manticores thanked me for murdering it. I think something seeped into this forest, and whatever has taken root here is definitely not good. Possibly from the abyss. If it, who knows?
If this is coming from
Madness.
one source, do we have any way of pinpointing it? Finding which direction it is to deal with it?
Do you want to...
Does anyone else have an idea?
I want to leave this forest as quickly as possible.
Yeah, we should get out of here.
But what if this thing is impeding us from leaving this forest? Then we have to take out the thing.
I don't think it's... I don't know if it... I don't think it's something that just moves around. Like, the manticores seem to have had domain over the forest. Or at least the part that we were in. I wonder if it's just something that's, like, connected to the forest itself, like, not necessarily in one particular place, just everywhere. That would would explain a lot. The fact that no matter where we sleep, we sometimes see things.
Please just leave. Just try. Just one more day. One more day, and then if we cannot leave, then we find whatever thing is out there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Summoned or conjure woodland beings. Get some dryads out.
Yep.
Ask them to lead us east.
Yep. The usual.
Yep. Once we start walking, I want to try and communicate with one again.
Okay. Easily
Where-
enough.
Yeah. Where are we?
In a forest.
Which forest?
You'd know better than me. You brought me here.
Fair. I was given information that something really, really shouldn't be here. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that? You can give me information on that? Can you sense anything?
Dryad kind of stops and looks around. Puts its hand on a tree. And... They've always been like this. They're in pain.
From what?
They don't know.
Okay, keep east. Thank you.
Of course.
Corin, do you understand what he's saying?
I only speak Common and Giant, and Common's my second language, so no.
I think it's safe to assume it's not giant or goblin. Alastair, dare I ask?
It's not celestial.
I totally imagine you
She
doing
says
that.
Alastair with a bag, like a fucking can of Pringles in the back.
It's
He's just
Jell-O.
eating his rations on the walk.
No. They're just dried potatoes he forgot about.
So
What,
Pringles.
You guys don't have trail rations. What? It's not celestial. It's not orc So it's obviously the thing that he is, which is elf.
Ooh, my favorite, sour cream and onion.
Gross.
Zaz, did you learn anything? That was kind of a long conversation. I don't know. You could be lonely. Who knows?
I'm not even going to address that.
I don't know. Sometimes it's comforting to talk to people and that are familiar with.
We're going to keep going east now.
So
Thank you.
nothing interesting? All right.
Before the Dryads go, I'm going to command Earl to keep heading in the direction. Same as
Yep.
before.
Yep, it's relatively easy. Yeah, and the walk begins. Could I get you guys to all make perception checks, please?
$11.
22.
11.
18.
18.
Wow.
I had a lot of time to look around while I'm eating.
You're better at
What?
perception while you eat?
Aren't you?
That's fair. That's fair. Zaz and Alaster, you hear something behind you. Something big.
Oh.
Seems to be trying to be stealthy, but it's not an 18 stealthy.
I'm gonna take a handful of I'm assuming the hardtack and trail mix that I have and just lob it. See what happens.
Go away, get out of here.
Go on, get.
You hear a
Okay, maybe it doesn't like hardtack.
Guys, there's something behind us. Alaster's trying to feed it.
What? Things are less angry when they're not hungry.
Big, small,
Mm.
possibly man-eating.
Do we even know what that actually looks like?
No.
Sounds big, if I can hear size, I guess.
I'm gonna try and look back and see what the hell they're talking about.
make a perception check.
I'll take a look.
17.
17.
21.
21.
Mo, you kind of look off to one side and you see something in shadow, just barely, that appears quadrupedal. It kind of disappears back behind a tree.
Now, quadrupedal walks on 4 legs, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just. Science terms are
That's
tough.
fair.
Well, it doesn't walk on 2 legs. So that limits it to, a whole number of scary things.
Can you understand us? I
There's
think
a
that's a no.
very odd stillness. Like even more still, like you don't even hear bugs. And then you hear this as Alaster, you turn and you see this massive frame just covered in boils and rot with a massive, just huge hand coming right at you for a swing. I need you guys to roll for initiative, please.
Ooh.
Four. Yay!
9.
12.
Okay, so higher than a 20. No, but Zaz got a 19. Is that correct? Good talk.
He's muted.
Sorry.
Yes.
I had 19. I'd have 19.
Okay. And then Alaster with a 12. Mo with a 9. Quirin with a 4. Okay, so do you guys all see the map? Okay.
Not yet, but I can see it on stream. So
Okay. So, Zaz, top of the round, you see this massive human-like shape, just almost 10 feet tall, just covered in pus and boils, running towards Alaster. What do you do?
Gonna hit it with a moonbeam.
All right.
4th level.
All right. So that is a con save, correct?
Yes, indeed.
Rolled a 10.
Hooray! That is 22 radiant damage.
All right. So as it kind of runs up towards you, Alaster, suddenly this light just comes straight down. He watches as these boils begin kind of popping and cauterizing at their edges, and it smells horrific. Does that end your turn, Zaz?
Yep.
Okay. It's now the troll's turn. Starts its turn in the moonbeam. That's a 24.
Okay, so that's half.
It takes half.
24.
No, look at that. So as it's still kind of burning, it kind of runs in this direction. And as it's kind of flanking around you, Alaster, it's going to use its multi-attack. And it's going to make 3 attacks against you. So the first 2 are a 24 and a 10. I assume the 24 hits.
yeah, sorry, my mic was muted.
So from that, you're going to go ahead and take 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And 10 points of necrotic damage.
Oof.
And then its third attack is another 24.
Yep.
And that is 8 points of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And another 10 points of necrotic damage as it comes down with massive fangs and bites into you.
Ah!
All right. And that is going to end the troll's turn. And you watch Alaster, as you're being bit, you see one of the pustules on its arm begin to swell and swell and swell until it bursts. And you're going to take another 6 points of necrotic damage. Alaster, you are now up. What would you like to do?
Fuck. I am going to cast Searing Smite at 2nd level as my bonus action.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try and hit it.
Okay.
It's 12.
12 does not hit. You're kind of blinded by the pus that is sprayed at you. You go and swing wildly, and it avoids it relatively easily.
And I'm restrained.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna try and maneuver around behind it, like this way. Or if I was here, right?
Yeah. So you'd have to walk through Moonbeam to get there.
What if I went this way? I'm basically
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
go through it, just trying to duck around it to get over that.
Well, it is massive. You can't exactly duck around it. You'd have to actually quite literally move around it. But
Okay.
I'm sure you can do that with your movement. Just to be
Okay.
clear,
All right.
you can't really go through creatures, especially someone your size.
Okay. Yeah. That will end my turn.
Okay, Mo, you are up. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna run on side on this side of it and just start attacking. So we are flanking.
Yeah, you would be flanking now. Yep, that is
Okay.
correct.
So oh, sorry. I don't know. So that's a nat 20, a
Yep.
24, and
Yep.
a 27.
Yep, those all hit.
Okay, so $29.
29 slashing.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Mo, you run up to it and you just start swinging wildly, and you cut through and you begin lopping like chunks of this creature off. As you watch, as instead of blood, this pus begins like filling the spots where your blade struck, almost as if it's filling the wound.
Okay.
All right. It's now Earl's turn. Queer, and you are closest to Earl.
Yep. I am going to order him to attack it.
All right. So, you guys should be able to see that up there now. And it is now a +1 arm sword. I haven't had a chance to change that, so it'll be a +6 to hit.
All right, that'll be a multi-attack then.
Yep.
Nat 20 and 14.
The nat 20 definitely hits.
Yep.
So it'd be 2d8 +4 because it is +1.
15.
15 points of damage. Earl runs up and just gives it like a stab right into like where the solar plex is. Just straight up, and you watch the blade actually come out the back of this massive troll-like creature. That's a good strike from Earl, actually. All right, anything else from Earl?
Nope, that's it.
All right, Quirin, you are up. What would you like to do?
Alright, seeing the clusterfuck that's going on there. Let's summon a spiritual weapon level 2.
Spiritual weapon level 2. Okay.
$28 to hit.
Yeah, 28 hits.
14 damage.
14. Ooh. Oh, sorry. There we go. Math. Yeah, so Earl strikes it through, and you see this all kind of going on. You see an open spot right in front of Zaz, and Zaz, you see the blade just like appear in front of you, and the wind actually kind of blows your hair back a little bit. As it just digs in, you start seeing like pus and ichor and skin and scabs just start flying off of this thing. It's disgusting. Anything else from you, Quirin?
Nope, that's it.
All right. As you end your turn, Quirin, you speak giant, correct?
Yeah.
You hear this creature as it's being dug into by your spiritual weapon in giant go, attack them! And out of the out from behind the trees, you see two almost crocodile-looking things come a-running. Right there. So Swamp Drake number 2 is going to take its multi-attack against you, Zaz. So as it tries to bite you, it gets a natural 1. and kind of slips and falls face first into the dirt. That's going to cancel its multi-attack. Swamp Drake number 1 it actually kind of lifts its tail up a bit and kind of braces itself as you watch as its gullet kind of expands, kind of like a, and just spits this green liquid at you, Quirin. Does a 14 doesn't hit, does it?
Nope.
You kind of step back as this green liquid lands in front of you, and as it hits the ground, you hear this as what little grass is there melts and withers and dies. Top of the round, Zaz, you were up. What would you like to do?
I'm going to maintain my moonbeam, put it back on the dude.
It's the first time he enters. Here's a con save. That's at 11.
31 damage.
31. Jesus. That's what math. That's what that is. Okay.
Can I move over here 5 feet without doing a attack of opportunity from either of these guys?
You can move from the rot troll. The swamp drake rolled that one and went face first into the dirt. So yes, you could escape it.
Okay. Shift over there.
Okay.
And I don't think I have anything for a bonus action. No, not really. Okay, I'm good.
Okay. It's now the troll's turn. He starts his turn in the moonbeam. That is a 19.
12. It's 24, but 12.
12, yeah, it's because it's halved. Okay, it kind of burns. It's going to kind of look around it, and it's going to use its multi-attack. It's going to... Well, it was watching Alastair, but then got stabbed by Earl. It's going to take a claw attack at... One claw attack at Earl, one claw attack at Mo, and then it is going to decide on its bite after that. So what Earl is a fucking 10. What's Earl's armor class? 16, yeah. So Earl was a 10 there. That was a shitty roll. And Mo, that is a 25.
Okay.
That was a 2 and a 17 I rolled there. So Jesus. So Mo, you take 16 points of slashing damage. And 10 points of necrotic damage. And as its hand kind of lands on you and gets that strike, it's going to come down for a bite attack on you. That is a 22.
Okay.
So you're going to take 8 points of piercing damage. And 18 points of necrotic damage. This thing appears to be in survival mode of some kind. That's going to end the troll's turn. That means Mo, Earl, and Alastair, each of you take 15 points necrotic damage. And Alastair, you are now up. What would you like to do?
I'd like to cry out in pain. I look real bad.
Yeah, I figured you would after that. Jeez.
I am going to push through the pain, and I'm going to attack twice with my flaming sword.
Okay.
One is a nat 20.
And the other one's a 23. So yes, both hit.
Alright, let me figure out this damage real quick. Okay, so...
Alastair, how many die are you rolling?
I'll be
in total.
rolling... 7d6 plus 12.
Okay.
Oh shit, I have to do it this way, hold on.
That's fine.
Okay.
Just to be clear, you're only rolling damage for the sake of flavor
Okay.
because he has 5 health left.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
This is what you fucking wreck him by.
That's literally what this is.
Okay. 40.
A lot. you just bring up the sword after all this, like this being getting covered in ichor. You're like, oh, I just washed this. Oh, you just take your sword and you just slice him in half, and just like his top half just goes flying off into spiritual weapon, and just gets turned into mince.
That was awesome.
Anything else?
I'm just gonna end my turn there.
Okay. Mo, you're up. What would you like to do?
Seeing that it's dead, I'm gonna run over here and make 3 attacks.
All right. Yes, yes, and yes.
Okay. $27.
27 damage. Okay.
That's it.
All right. Quirin, you're up. Sorry, Earl is up. What would Earl like to do?
Zaz is closest.
Earl's going to go over here and attack that guy.
Okay. Go ahead and make your multi-attack. The arm sword.
So 2d20 plus 5, and we'll just add it each.
It's actually +6 because he's a +1 sword now. Because he guys decided to sharpen it.
21 and a 17.
Yes, both hit.
Okay. 2d8 plus 6 or 7? No, 6.
No, it's 6. Sorry. Be 2d8 plus 4.
I guess that'd be 8.
Yeah.
16?
8, sorry. 16. Yeah. Earl just comes up, Mo, and finishes what you started, and it just plots. Like, it's chopped to bits. If I can figure out how to... There we go. Anything else from Earl?
Nope.
Earl's gonna look at you, Mo, actually, after he does that, and goes, fuck you. Quirin, you're up. What would you like to do?
Do. And hit it with a tap.
You can try.
26.
Oh, yeah, that hits. Oh, excuse me.
8 damage.
All right, 8 damage. Respectable.
And then I'm going to hit it with a Sacred Flame.
You can certainly try. That's a dex save from me.
At 18.
Oh, I might actually... 17.
Woohoo, yes.
Roll the 16 has a +1 to dex.
14 damage.
14 damage. All right. Anything else from you, Quirin?
That's it.
All right. It's now the Drake's turn. It's going to get up, see the carnage that it missed while its face was in the ground, and it's going to actually try to turn around and run back into the forest. If I could get a perfect diagonal. Come on, there. And then it's going to use his action to dash, actually. And it's just, like, her dog off into the distance. We're now out of initiative.
That troll's not getting back up.
That's a good question.
Last time we
I
tried it was
mean-
fire.
It's currently on fire.
With a
So
moonbeam
that
on
bit's
it.
smoldering.
What are you guys doing?
I am going to kind of stand over it, and I am going to cast Zaphan's Engulfing Eruption.
Okay.
Just basically be a Human Torch who has not been denied a bank loan.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was a Human Torch.
And kind of stand there just looking at it, ready to hit it if it gets out.
Okay. Moment goes by. No movement, considering its top half is shredded and elsewhere.
Time to leave the forest. Yes?
Yes.
Earl, do you remember what direction we were going in?
No.
As?
With me being a globe, does it change the fact that the forest is still like eerily dark?
Now you guys are asking the right questions. No, it doesn't. Matter of fact, you guys haven't really lit a campfire, and seeing Alastair aglow seems muted. Almost as if he's glowing through some kind of semi-translucent black blanket. As if the light's being suppressed.
Alright, which way are we going?
Well, hoping that Zaz can summon his people again, because Earl lost the direction.
Alright, next time we stop, we're just gonna put him facing the same direction and keep him there. Right, Earl?
I'm gonna cast Commune with
Fuck you.
Nature.
Okay.
Next.
Yeah.
Remind me what that does, please.
You briefly become one with nature and gain knowledge of the surrounding territory. In the outdoors, the spell gives you knowledge of the land within 3 miles of you, in caves and etc. Doesn't really function right now. The spell doesn't function where nature has been replaced by construction, such as in dungeons and towns. I instantly gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of my choice about any of the following subjects as they related to the area: terrain and bodies of water, prevalent plants, minerals, animals, and peoples, powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead, influence from other planes of existence, or buildings. I want to know any influence from other planes. I want to know of any powerful fiends. And if I can detect any people, any humans.
Okay. All right. So what was the first thing you asked? Let's do this one by one here.
Influence from other planes of existence.
There is a darkness here that is definitely abyssal.
Want to know of any powerful any powerful fiends? If there
What
are
is
any
the
in area.
range?
3 miles.
There is a very powerful fiend. Very, very powerful fiend.
And
Directly underneath you.
Christ. Lastly, any prevalent humans or anything in the area?
For 3 miles?
Yeah.
If you were to turn maybe 30 degrees to your left, there seems to be quite a few humans. Not a city, but yeah, quite a few people.
Okay. I'm going to look to the group. First off, there's something... What did you say? Abyssal?
Yes.
There's something of an abyssal nature below us. Gonna kind of like make eye contact with the Alastair. Maybe a cart-related thing. No idea. Putting it out there.
I knew it!
2 things. Or second thing, it is... I have a rough idea where it's at. Third, I have another idea of where there are humans a bit of a distance away. It's not the town, it's just a couple humans.
Couple is putting it lightly.
Okay, it's just a traveling group of humans.
That's still putting it lightly.
It's a small commune of humans.
It's a
That's
hamlet
actually-
of humans.
Actually, no. Small commune is pretty accurate. Actually, that's probably the best way to describe it.
Okay.
Humans, please. A abyssal thing below or below that.
And we know that this thing is using a cart.
Fiend.
It's a fiend.
No, I was talking about him being adamant with the cart thing. I knew it was going to come
Oh.
up. So, yeah. What are we doing?
Let's
Towards
go find
humans, or-
these humans, yeah.
Humans.
Okay, I'm going to lead us in the direction.
Okay. Yeah, you guys walk for about 2.5 miles. Just following the directions Zaz pointed you in that I'm frankly surprised he didn't do a while ago. As you're walking, you start kind of wondering, like, man, how much farther could these people? And then you see it. Light coming through the trees. The edge of the forest.
Thank God.
What are you guys doing?
Is there any reason why we should be stealthy towards these people, or
Wary, not so much stealthy. We have no
It's
idea what they're
probably
like in here.
Walden. Probably Walden, right? Like that's the.
Didn't say that there was a large amount of people, just an amount of people. So be cautious, try not to say anything stupid or reckless, and let's see what happens.
Mo? You're a human. You go first. I'm only half. What?
Well, one sec, my kitty has a cough.
Oh, I thought.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, what's that noise?
oh,
I-
buddy,
I
what's
thought that was-
wrong?
I thought that was Scott laughing.
Oh, pat his back.
Yeah, no shit.
Aw.
Oh, buddy. Oh, what's wrong?
You want to take? You want to take a
No,
minute
he's
or two?
good. He's good. I don't know what he's doing. Hey, you alright?
Sounds like he's like wheezing.
Yeah, it's not
Coughing
wheezing.
something
It's
up.
it's a cough. Yeah. You good? Something in your throat? Did you eat a Q-tip too? With your sister? He's
The
he's
Q-tip
looking at me
is-
like, is this okay? Hey, buddy.
me.
You know, he doesn't look like he's in pain. He looks more so like he's annoyed. Like his ears are back. He's just like, you alright, bud? Oh, can you guys hear me now?
Yep.
He rolled over and knocked my mic off of me. There we go. Sorry. Sorry, everybody. Hey, buddy, are you okay? Oh, no, he's purring away. Okay, all's good.
Okay.
So, brief little kitty intermission. That's good. What are you guys doing?
Mo,
Go
you're,
up into
you're
the-
human. You go first.
Are we really resorting to that?
Let's both
don't
go
know.
ahead. Come on.
All right.
What map are you guys on?
I can tell.
Giantville.
I hope you're watching.
Yeah.
That's where you guys come out.
What?
We're out. Oh, we're out.
You walk out, and the smell of water, of grass, of leaves. The sun is warm.
Can we see where they are? These humans.
The humans?
that
Yeah,
passed-
actually, it's relatively easy to see. Surprisingly, there is a small, looks like a covered cart with two gentlemen kind of sitting around a fire and kind of look over and as they see you walking out of the forest. Well, hot damn!
Hello.
What well, you fellas didn't come out of there, did you?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh man, yeah, you're coming for the same thing we are. I do suppose you go through hell and high water, but
Same thing
Same-
you are?
Same thing you are. I'm sorry. I'm lost.
I
I
can
don't-
tell if you're coming out of there.
It wasn't
I-
by
I-
choice.
I more meant you said the same thing that we're looking for the same thing you are.
Oh yeah, I assume you guys are on the up and up. As you kind of look past them, you see that there is quite a few small people, like small camps of people, like a lot, and there doesn't seem to be any children, surprisingly. Kind of looks around and goes, "Yeah, we're all heading down by the riverside there tonight. I think is when they open."
When who opened? When what opened?
Yeah, we've been stuck in the forest for a few days. We've
Must be stuck in the forest for a hell of a long time. You gentlemen look like you enjoy some of the carnal pleasures. Yeah?
Go on.
Oh no. Is
Well-
this wrestling again?
I mean, if you want to call it wrestling, that's what we call it around the kids. But
Okay, now I'm really interested.
I'm just
Yeah.
confused.
Can I roll a perception on this guy to see if I recognize anything?
perception or insight, what are you looking for?
Perception.
Oh, okay.
22.
Looks actually he looks pretty well dressed. Bathing isn't necessarily an everyday thing, obviously. But this gentleman looks like he is freshly scrubbed and clean.
Are we in anime? Is this a bathhouse episode?
No. No, much worse. Kind of looks around and goes, "You guys ever heard of a Vandra's Thirst?"
Evandra. Yes, but thirst, no.
Avandra.
Evandra. No.
No?
Oh, different person.
Well,
do I-
Okay.
Know what he's talking?
No, not really. He goes, you guys really have no idea what you're near, do you?
We just killed a troll.
We don't even know where we are.
Well, you're just kind of southwest of Redwater, a little bit north of Rivermouth. Probably a day's travel from Rivermouth.
We were headed to Walden. We got fucked up.
Oh yeah, if you come through the forest, of course you did.
Now, can you explain directly what it is you're talking about?
Kind of looks at his other guy, and the other guy's just kind of eating, and he's trying to avoid eye contact. He goes, "All right, trying to think of the most politically correct way to put this, and not to you gentlemen have coin, yeah? Right? No, just bear with me. Bear with me. You have coin, yeah? Copper, silver, gold.
And then some, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. So you're aware that this currency can be used to be exchanged for goods and services. Yeah.
Yes.
The key word in that sentence was services.
Is this like a traveling prostitute place?
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
This is a great place we came out of.
Prostitute?
Well,
What's a prostitute?
oh, buddy, if you don't know, first one's on me. I insist.
Quirin,
What?
there women that make money by
Hey. And
In-
men.
women.
Yeah, you'll
Who-
notice there's a lot of lady folks here too. Like they please everybody.
who,
I'm very
make
confused.
make money having sex with other people.
Yeah, that's
No,
pretty much the easiest way to say it. Or not necessarily sex, could be other pleasurable
It's-
services.
think of it as mating, but they don't want children. It's just the other stuff.
What's the point then?
Pleasure?
Oh, sweetheart, we're going to teach you some things. It's
I
going
don't-
to be excellent.
I don't want to learn anything that you have to teach.
We're going to find a big one for you.
Huh?
Hey, no, now bear with me here. That's entirely possible. Like, what's the lady's name? Other guy's just still kind of eating. The main one, the owner. It's it's something. She puts on a show every night. Real good singer. But she's got everyone you can imagine. You like the big uns? We can find you a tall one. Find you a wide one.
We have to deal with so much shit. Why are we even considering
We've
this?
dealt with so much shit in that stupid fucking forest. The least we can do is stay here for a night or maybe 3.
We have people searching for us and scrying on us and horrible things chasing
What's better
us.
place to hide than a brothel?
There's going to be something terrible.
I
There's always something terrible.
wouldn't say there's something terrible. There's some pretty great things in there. Matter of fact, my buddy was telling me he was with this elven chick. Claimed she was from the Nine Hells, pink hair. Real special thing, but anything for a tip, right?
Does that ring any bells?
Oh yeah, it did. And that silence gave me life.
Yeah.
Quirin?
No.
It's been a while.
No.
Quirin,
We are not
Listen.
going.
Listen! We've just spent a very long time
Banishment.
in the forest that
That's a charisma save on Alaster.
okay.
Oh man, if I could bottle that silence though.
Don't fail me now.
Come
what's
on,
your
come
what's
on.
your save DC?
18. Yes! Never, motherfucker!
Alaster just
I don't
With a
care
pop.
what he has to say. We are not going there.
No, buddy, bear with me here. You're trying to hide, right? Right? What? Am I missing something random fun?
Random one and
Okay. The guy looks at you and goes, buddy, calm down. You're trying to hide, right?
The last time we saw a pink-haired woman, he was dying after stabbing my friend in the back.
Now, if I may, what are the odds?
Very good. Our lives are shit.
Well, that's why I'm here too. My life's pretty shit too. You should see my wife. Regardless,
I'm gonna
if you
loop around to right behind where he was when he left. Continue.
Okay.
Keep talking.
Oh, I'm talking. Lead lady there takes people in, protects them, and moves them pretty quietly, from what I understand. Not many people really know what goes on. There's a lot of what's we're looking for, whispers and stuff. But if you need to get somewhere without someone finding you, maybe go and try and talk to them.
Well, they already know where we are. They keep track of us magically, and moving around without being seen is not really a problem. My problem, however, is I'm gonna snap Alaster back. No!
So
Right into his
I've
ear.
cast Zaphan's Engulfing Eruption at 3rd level.
Okay.
So you need to make a dexterity saving throw of 16.
What level did you say you did that at?
3rd level.
I'm gonna cast a spell at 4th level.
What spell is that?
16.
Okay, so you would take half damage. So
What's your spell?
What's your spell, Jordan?
What's my spell thing?
Yeah, that's your casting.
Yeah.
I said dispel.
Oh,
Yeah,
your
dispel.
dispel.
Oh, I
What?
heard. I heard. I'm going to cast a spell.
Yes.
That's what I heard.
But it's I'm casting it on myself.
Right?
If
Is
it's
that
a spell, he can still counter it.
Yeah, he can dispel it. He's
Alright.
dispelling the magic on you. Yeah.
wait? Is dispel an act or a reaction?
It's an action.
It's an action, and you've previously cast this already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was holding his action until you reappeared.
Well, but he would have no reason to do that.
He also has Warcaster.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I'm still gonna roll the damage.
Go for it.
Oh, sorry. So of course, 13 damage, so that would be 7.
So as Alastair comes back, just burning bright, fucking the guy's like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 gentlemen, just calm down. If you want, you don't have to go into the. What would you call the things that appear?" Another guy just again not talking, just eating. Goes, they're kind of like almost like a tent-like thing, but they're kind of circular and. Oh, what's the word for them? Rhymes with hurt. It's like a yurt. Yurt? Yeah. Kind of a whole bunch of those will appear at some point tonight, and whether they set them up or whatever, I'm really not paying much attention. I'm sure that they do, but if you want, I'm sure if you don't want to go in there, big guy, I didn't catch your name. I do apologize. I'm sure your shiny friend could potentially head on in maybe and find someone to contact the organizers. Like I said, if you guys need to escape quickly or disappear into a crowd, this would be the place. As well as, you know what, it's pretty good atmosphere. It's a good place to camp too. If you guys are being chased, lots of people.
I have already said no, I do not want to go. It is up to the rest of you now. Because Alastair is going to do whatever he wants, and he's going to fuck us every time.
So does that mean we're in the right place? Or going towards the right place? If this is a brothel?
Well,
Because we're gonna get fucked.
the guy who's just eating kind of goes. I have to admit that was pretty good. That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny.
I'll go along with, but I'm not purveying. I'm just keeping guard.
Oh?
I don't know. It's, as silly as it is, if they can provide safe passage, because think about it, Quirin. If we're going back north, we still go for fucking Redwater, and I don't even want to imagine the ordeal that's. So if we can skip right north, skip that, fuck, that's worth it, because think about it. All those things in the forest being pissed off about Zane. The last thing we need is a conversation with that old fuck. Because, I don't even want to think of that. God forbid one of the other ones us. Because at least that old fuck can be reasoned with on some level. If that even is the level. He has a moral code. The rest, well, the Raven doesn't.
I'm kind of getting the feeling I shouldn't be part of this conversation, so I'm just going to turn this way and continue eating my food. If you need anything more, I'm just going to stay out of that.
Also, although our luck is shit, what are the chances that it's person after all this time? Also, it can't be too easy to escape Hells, can it?
No, if she escaped the Ninth Hells, then... Wait. I left her for dead.
Yeah. She left us for dead.
No. I left her for dead with Zaz. Zaz?
Hmm?
What happened after I left?
What are you talking about?
I left you there, alone with her. What happened?
Who?
Jonah. Remember? Elven girl? A long time ago. Back all this shit started. Back when we first met Bill.
Yes. We still had Zane, we still had Dakrin, we didn't have Alastair here. What happened after I left?
Couldn't tell you.
Oh, insight check on that, you motherfucker.
Yeah, that's a deception from you, Zaz, and an insight check.
Yeah, what if I genuinely can't remember?
While
You would remember that.
Okay, while this is happening, what are we like in an open field or what's going on?
More or less, yeah.
16, come on.
Is there anything that's like a large object that's close to me?
We'll get to that in a second.
Okay, so can you just give me a quick recap then? Who, Jonah?
Matt's character, the one that you sold for a wish.
Oh yeah, never mind. Okay, yeah, I totally remember.
I was going to say, you would remember that.
Okay. 1d20. Deception, right?
Come on. Yes!
He's lying.
What did you do?
Okay, hold on. Let me just... Who was just... Oh! Oh, fuck. Okay, I traded her?
Or what?
Irrelevant, really.
Oh, no, at this point, because he's back from the Nine Hells, which means you traded a devil, and the last devil that we knew was trying to trade was the door. Did you? What did you trade for?
That's for me to know.
But you traded her? It's kind of shady.
She was left for dead anyway.
Yeah.
I am very interested in what you have. Huh.
I would rather you didn't, but I mean, I think we're kind of set on this path. So why don't we go see if we're getting in a huff about this one person, who it might not be, for all we know.
If?
Go ahead.
Sorry. If you were the one that traded her to a devil into the Nine Hells, that means she is even more powerful than when she was with us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck.
So let's not be idiots about this and perhaps go with a little tact, a little...
You sold her, and you want...
Are we
us
going
to
or not? Because
fight
if we're in the situation where we don't want to go, let's just not go.
Oh shit, I'll take a broth of that forest, and I'll just point behind where we came from any day.
Hold on. Just give me a sec. I'm going to try and like walk towards the guys eating.
Okay,
I'm not with the
so
group anymore,
pause.
just a heads up.
Yes, I figured. Give me a second. While this is happening, Alastair, what are you doing?
Is there anything large? Tree,
Make a perception
rock,
check.
Anything. 19.
There is a tree.
Cart, anything.
There is a tree. It's an older one. Looks like it's been maybe struck by lightning once or twice. Kind of has one of those splits in it, but yeah, it's a fairly big tree.
We'll just do this. So 20, 17, 16, 26, 22, 13. I'm just fucking hacking at this tree, like angry and fiery.
Okay, fiery as in, are you using smite?
Yeah.
The tree light's on fire.
I'm not stopping. I'm just hacking through this thing. And
Okay.
it's just angry and smoking.
Is this within eyesight of the group?
Oh, yeah.
You guys are still having this conversation. So while he's doing that, Zaz, you go to turn to speak to the other two.
Yeah.
And you see Alastor out of the corner of your eye, just hacking at a tree that's now on fire.
I kind of look briefly and then focus back to task on hand. Hi,
Quirin.
where are we? Like, where is this? Where is Walden?
Walden's to the north of here.
Okay, like about that direction? Pointing.
He takes your arm and kind of moves it a little bit. Goes, north.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Head back.
All right.
Quirin, you're a man of medicine. Is there anything to fix that? And I'm just gonna point to like Alastor's like hot flame and fury. Yeah. Tantrum.
Well, whenever we had children like that in the village, we wouldn't want to destroy things, so we would wrap them in a very tight blanket and strap them with leather.
See, I wasn't sure because I remember people arena what's the some sort of sick in the head, you know? It's sometimes I've been told it's hard to tell the difference.
I don't know. Alastor
He's
is
a strange fellow.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Hey guys,
oh no.
Walden's that way.
Then let's
We
go
can
to
just
Walden.
go. Let's just go.
Start walking. Alastor!
I'm
Come on,
still
just-
just
we're
hacking at
leaving!
this tree.
Can
Walk
anybody else
toward-
get him?
Let's go. Let's go towards him.
Why don't we just? Is there like a path, or we're just walking through the?
It's just through the field, and there's carts and stuff everywhere. Like people have made camp. It looks like they're waiting for something to arrive.
So we don't want to stay.
Oh. Oh.
I don't think we
Zaz?
should. So let's head towards the original plan. Walden.
Alright.
Alastor.
No answer.
Alastor, we're going to Walden. Okay. You gonna come with us?
Like, are you guys like beside me? Like, how? Like, what's?
I'm stepped away.
Like, I'm
Oh,
not
but-
directly beside you. I'm giving you a pretty wide berth, Mr. Swinging
Oh.
a fiery sword at a tree.
I'll let Zaz handle this. I'll stick with Quirin.
After about like 10 more swings, I'm assuming this is now just a stump.
What was left of a stone?
No, it's still burning, and it's spreading.
It looks like
I'm
you
just
decided to light the forest on fire after all.
I'm just gonna turn and shoot daggers at Quirin. And slowly trudge over without saying anything, just heaving and smoking. You know when you're like really sweaty, or if you've seen someone play sports, like especially hockey, and they take off their equipment and there's just steam coming off of them?
Yep.
It's like that.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Me?
Yep.
Okay.
The tree.
The tree.
18.
By 1. As a massive flaming branch cracks from this old tree that's already not doing too well and lands directly beside you. You're just barely able to sidestep it.
I don't even think I would have, because I know my armor would protect against it.
Well, it lands beside you.
Don't you ever do that to me ever again. Or it won't be a fucking tree this time.
You said I was the leader.
You know, maybe if you treated your friend like you treat me, maybe that's why he left you, Quirin. And I'll just walk in whatever way they were facing.
It's obviously he never met Jonah.
To be fair, Quirin, we're by a forest, so we can really probably afford for him to get mad a couple times before it really affects us. I mean, he can go hard at a couple trees there.
Better, but I believe he was talking about stabbing me next.
Yeah. You go, that would hurt you, Quirin. You don't do well to physical violence.
Everything can hurt me. But if it's his dick we're following, or my brain, I prefer my brain.
I'm gonna start walking.
Yep.
And you guys are heading north?
Yep. Skirting the tree line.
Yeah.
All right. So as you head north, that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Yay.
That was a productive one. It's interesting. So we will be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, as the saying goes. I don't know its origination. Of course I do. It's me. But as always, if you stuck around with us all night, thank you and we love you. And as always, bon nuit.
Bon nuit.
Bye.
Bonne nuit.
Oh, shit.
Goodbye.